Hi everybody, Simon here. Solomon's Tales, episode 4. So, Solomon's in Soi 7, Sukhumvit Road, Bangkok. He's just had some Thai food in a food court, and he's venturing across the road. It's just after lunch. I think it was about, what, 2 o'clock? He's 2 o'clock. He's heading into the Soi 7 beer garden that used to be there. On the front is like bushes, about 5 foot tall, and there's a bit of an arch, no doors, just walks in. Right in front of him is a huge long bar, goes quite a way back with seats around the outside of it, and then lots of tables and seats all around the side in the bar. And at the back there's more tables and chairs. He notices the toilets at the back. There's quite a few people at the back and on the right hand side, but not many on the left. So he thinks, I'll go on the quieter side. He goes over to the left. Sits down against the wall. There's like a bench all the way along the one wall. Sits down there, about halfway down, looking at the bar. Service girl comes over, drink. He's got a Heineken. Off she goes. Comes back a minute later with a bottle of Heineken in one of those rubber condom things. Puts a beer mat on the table, puts his drink down, throws another beer mat in front of him. Off she trots. And he noticed these beer mats are plastic. Unusual, and they're like pink on one side, blue on the other. So lifts his beer up, has a swig of beer, turns it so it's blue facing up. He doesn't like pink, and the other one flicks it over, just subconsciously, I suppose. Has a swig of his beer. Anyway, a few minutes go and past, and the girls start circulating. It's like they're walking all the way around the bar to come past on purpose, heading back to their table or to the toilet. And a few nice girls walking past, but you sort of look at him and don't smile or anything, just keep walking. That's a bit strange, you know. He sort of checks himself out. That's weird. Then a lady boy comes up to him. He says, oh my God. I'm just nodding to lady boys. He's like, sorry. And the lady boy sort of, huh? Gives him a funny look, and he's, well, what are you looking at me like that for, sort of thing. He said, what? And she points at the beer mat on the table, and he's like, shakes his head, scratches his head. What? It's plastic. And the lady boy picks it up and went, blue, boy, lady boy, pink, girl, or shampoo, pink, and puts it down with a pink facing up, girl, boy. And he's like, ah, right. And he twigs. It's some sort of signalling system. Immediately he picks his beer up, swaps that one over as well to pink. Pink facing up means girls, you're looking for a girl. Blue, you're looking for a lady boy. He didn't know. So the lady boy grunts and walks off. They always grunt. So then the girls are circulating. This time they're starting to smile at him, and he thinks, ah, right, they're looking at the table. He didn't know. No sign saying, plastic beer mats, pink for girls. Anyway, so girls are walking past. He doesn't spot anything special. He wants a bit of afternoon aerobics, wants someone special, different. Anyway, he said, I'm going to go to the loo, have a look at the bottom. So off he walks, leaves his beer there, walks down, sort of goes around the long way around the tables, doesn't clock any girls that take his fancy, off to the lavatory. Comes back, as he's walking back, he's looking ahead, and he can see at his table there is a girl sat where he was sat, or right next to his beer. So he's approaching, and as he's getting closer, and I think, wow, she's stunning. Top heavy, very pretty girl. But there's no other girls around, just this one sat next to his table. And he gets back, and girl says hello, great English. You think, oh, and he starts chatting to her, and she's lovely. Thinks, perfect. And so they have a quick conversation. She says, short time, 1,500 baht. And he's like, sounds fair enough to me. And he's like, yeah. And the girl says, where you stay? And he explains, okay. He says, I'll buy you a drink. She said, no, drink, we go. Oh, she's in a rush. Well, this could be good. All right. So, knocks his beer back. She grabs his arm, and he thinks, oh, here we go. almost pulls him out of the bar, right outside of some tuk-tuks. Straight into a tuk-tuk. Okay, 100 baht. It's only 5 minutes up the road, but it's quite a bit of a walk. Tuk-tuk straight back to the Jasmine Suites. Soi 23. Pulls in up the little driveway, out the gate of the tuk-tuk, and pays 100 baht. Doorman opens the door and he signals to Solimon, reception, girl ID. And Solimon, oh yeah, okay. So lift up to the 4th or whatever floor the reception is, to reception, tells the girl ID card, security, whatever, and the girl pulls out card, hands it over, and then back to the lift, up to his floor, into the room. Now, because she's been pulling him so quick and really keen, he's right, so he's grabs it straight in the shower, aerobics, bedroom, aerobics. Yeah. Then there's a problem. Bit of a time gap. He wakes up in bed, a bit drowsy, hell of a hangover. Had the jet lag kicked in and just knocked him out. Weird, but he was really drowsy and really bad headache. And as he lifts himself up in bed, there's a guy sat in the corner on a chair, one of the staff from the hotel, and he's sort of rubbing his eyes, thinking, what's happening, man? You know, look, where's the girl? Can't see her. And there's a guy sat in the corner at the bottom of the bed. He looks at the guy, and the guy sort of, and off he scuttles. And you think, what's going on? And he thinks there's something strange, you know, and his head. Anyway, he gets out of bed, he's got no clothes on, so he boxers are on the floor, boxer shorts, pulls them on, and it's really bad head. So he thinks, I've got to take some pills. Where's this girl? Walks into the bathroom, she's not there, so he comes back out. His suitcase is on the side, and it's open. His clothes are all over the place. And anyway, he's got some paracetamols in there, so he finds into the bathroom, a couple of paracetamols. Then there's a knock on the door, and he's like, oh, what now? Who? What? And he goes and opens the door, and he's like dazed. And there's a really well-dressed hotel guy there, assistant manager. And he says, may I come in? Perfect English. Okay, come on in. Closes the door, the guy comes in. Anyway, he's like, the guy's saying to him, how you feeling? Are you alright? And he's like, well, I don't know. What's happened? I don't understand. And he's walking over to his case, and his tickets from his, just A4 bits of paper, information of airline, are on the top, and he pulls those. His clothes are everywhere, and he throws the clothes back in the case, and don't know why the bit of paper's out, so he throws that in the case. And the guy's, you have girl in the room, and he said, I did, but I don't know where she's gone. And he said, you okay? He said, you said I've got a headache, I'm a bit drowsy. What's the problem? Why were you guys here? Where's the girl gone? He says she leave, but she not come reception for ID card, and he's waving her ID card. And at this point he pushes it towards Solimon, and Solimon looks at it, and his eyes are a bit blurry, but yeah, looks like the girl. Yeah, gives it back. And the man says, copy, ID card, copy. And then starts apologising about the ID card and the security and the receptionist. And Solomon's like, hang on a minute, what? The girl's gone, but I not pay her. And then he's thinking, oh, hang on a minute. So, safe, turns around, opens the safe. Yeah, everything's there. Goes across to his trousers, picks them up, and there was about 1,000, well, he took 2,000 baht out when he went out for lunch, so maybe 1,500 baht, and it's gone. Oh, okay, she's took her money there and gone. Maybe I fell asleep. And he still doesn't understand what's happening. He's still confused. And the man said, go, security ring reception, and reception says she not come, she come straight down the lift, not come to reception for card. So security come your room, and we knock, we come in, and you sleep heavy, unconscious. What? Okay, maybe I did pass out from the jet lag, but don't understand still. He said, you sleep long time. He's totally, I haven't got a clue what this bloke's on about and why he's in the room. He turns around, grabs his phone out of the safe, looks at his phone, it's about 6 o'clock, and you think, well, it was lunchtime when I brought it back. What's he on about? He said, maybe sleep 1 hour? No, 1 day. What? You sleep 1 day. Go. You drugs. Whoa, what are you? He said, no, I don't do drugs. What you? And he looks back at his phone and he looks at the date and the day, and he's like, doesn't register, because you know, you come there, land there, the days start to blur. And he's lost a day. He has lost. He slept for a day. And then it's starting to dawn. Hang on a minute. And this guy starts apologising again about security and the hotel apartment building. This girl has drugged him somehow to send him to sleep. And he's sort of saying to the guy, hang on a minute, and he's trying to work it out, get his head straight. How could this girl have drugged him? She met her in the bar, they got straight up, came straight here. He remembers aerobics, and then it's like, oh, I left my drink on the table, I went to the lavatory, came back, she was there. She's put something in my drink. That's why she's rushed me to get me to the hotel in case it knocked me out in the tuk-tuk. It's starting to twig now. I've heard stories of this happening. And lucky for her, he's managed to get a vertical and a horizontal aerobic, so he's got his money's worth. So maybe that's why the clothes are out of the bag. She's found the paperwork, checking for numbers for the safe. Can't get in the safe and legged it. And he's like, okay. She's knocked me out with some sort of liquid drug. He'd read about this, he'd heard about it other places in the world, but didn't know about it in Thailand. Okay, it's still head splitting. He's, okay, so this girl has drugged me. And then this assistant manager again keeps going on about apologising. So Solomon's, why? And the assistant manager, he listens to him. The assistant manager is ashamed. They haven't called the police. If the girl had gone for the ID card and rang up and found him unconscious, they'd have grabbed her, got the police, and all hell would have broke loose. Because she's legged it, this hotel, they don't want people to realise that their security is no good. They didn't spot the false card. The receptionist didn't spot the false ID card. It doesn't look good for the hotel apartments. And then Solimon realises, your security not work, you not see ID card. And the assistant manager, yes, really sorry and apologetic. Now he got a deal anyway. I think it was 12,000 baht for 3 nights. So the first night he's unconscious, he's heading for the second night now. The guy says, we give you your money back and you leave, please. And he's like, Solomon's like, no, my head hurting, I feel rough, I need food, I need some drink. No. And then the assistant man, okay, we give you food tonight, give you everything tonight, have minibar, we bring food for you. Tomorrow, give you money back, please you go and not talk what happened. Just like, Well, then he's Solomon said, well, I see how I feel in the morning, but yes, okay, food and drink free, good. And money back in the... So there we go, Solomon has been drugged. Next morning, in the night, he's ordered food, loads of food on room service. He's emptied the fridge, he's having a bit of a drink, headache's going, he's feeling better. Looks like it's no long-term effects. Next morning, he's feeling fine. And he goes down, reception, there's an envelope there with his 12,000 baht in, checks out, and he's like, I'm going to move to another hotel. I've still got to do Soi 7-1 Eden Club. And, oh, sorry guys, 15 minutes again, more. Well, this just could be so many parts, but it's an educational video, let's look at it that way. Watch out for the girls. Don't leave your beer on the table. Solomon's Educational Tales. Nice ring to it. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.